What's shaking, Chewy Nation? ChewbaccaLemma here, back with another Madden 19 Ultimate Team gameplay video. Today we're talking the Blitz event that came out, as you see right off the bat, 4th and 24. We got him in a great spot. I go for the SWAT here just because it's 4th and 24, and I completely messed up. I did get an animation-ish, but he didn't even play the receiver, so that was probably mostly my fault, though. I don't think I was close enough. But what you'll also notice is, so my defense is multiple D, 4-3 odd, audibling to 4-3 normal, be able to get safeties and such. And on defense, I'm running the Kansas City Chiefs playbook, gun bunch quads formation. So you'll see a lot of the same plays. There's only 6 plays in the whole formation, and I'm just trying to learn the playbook, so one formation at a time. This is my favorite formation in the whole game, so I just love doing it. It's only a few games into it, but I just love it. You see I hit Lamar and Miller for a touchdown here. I try to pick all 6 plays a decent amount, but you'll notice a few of them are more my favorites for sure. So I don't feel like I'm just running the same play over and over again. But the Blitz event here, you got to go 6-0. If you go 6-0, you get a Ultimate Legend Topper, 87 plus, and an Ultimate Legend Fantasy Pack, which is not a 97. It's just the fantasy packs are in store, like 120K. You get those in store. This guy's going to quit 7-7. For whatever reason, I guess he knew. I think he might have, was he the one that messaged me? Somebody said that, hey, I don't know. I don't think it was him, though. I think it was this guy here. But, yeah, you got to go 6-0 to get those 40,000 coins, 20 trophies, and then you get those packs. Now, a lot of people are complaining because these rewards are not as good. You see him fall for it on 4th down. That was so garbage. But a lot of people are saying these rewards are terrible, and I can see that. I think it makes sense why people... I would SWAT that usually, but I was so afraid of messing up again, so I just took the pick. AJ Boye makes a ton of plays in this. But if you compare it to other head-to-head rewards or just your time spent for a couple hours, if you're able to go 6-0, I personally think you get 20 trophies, which is quite a lot. 40,000 coins obviously is not much, and the packs are not great, but I still think with just the trophies and everything else, I feel like it's not that bad. That's my opinion. I know it's not great compared to what we've got in the past, but to just have these events in general, I feel like they're pretty solid. So you see I feel like we got really unlucky. That first play, he ran Pat Sale. That play right there, so he's running Pat Sale and Pat's curl flat corner. Obviously very good plays. The first play was on me. Like, I did not expect, I don't know why I didn't expect Pat Sale, but he got me, right? It was wide open. He broke a tackle. He got a huge gain. That second one definitely should have been a pick. You'll notice we adjust quite well. You'll see us kind of box it. You go ahead and see a touchdown here. Now, I want to tell you something about this play. I got the touchdown. I took a penalty before that. He declined because he didn't want me to get outside of the 9 so I could get a 12-point play. He just had way too much time there. I sent this by way too late. It's just, I had a lot of adjustments on this play, and it obviously left that guy wide open. A couple guys I had to cover. But if you want to get a penalty that they can't decline, take a false start. Just keep fake hiking till your guys jump. They can't decline false start penalties. So that was good to know. So I could have done that and got back to the 14 and try to get a 12-point touchdown because it was obviously so valuable. But anyways, yeah, we go ahead, 2nd and 3 here, hit Odell. We hit that route a few times. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. That time it did. It's pretty decently safe throw, I think, though we did throw a pick once. You see we have Y there. And we end up hitting it, but that was a very, very dangerous throw. So Kansas City Chiefs playbook, you will notice a lot of these plays, like you keep running. There's only 6 plays in the entire formation. Gun bunch quads, Kansas City Chiefs. I love the formation and all, but there's only 6 plays in it, so it will look like I'm doing a lot of the same plays. Some of them didn't make the cut. You see a terrible user by me, a good user, but that was definitely my fault. But you'll see a lot of these same plays. This play you don't see as much. I need to get this one more in my playbook. But a lot of the same plays. But I just love the formation, and I want to learn it, and I want to expand on it a little bit and use my route specials and stuff to make some cool route combos. It's just overall a really fun formation. So if you want to try it out, gun bunch quads is only in Kansas City Chiefs playbook. The QB draw, if you have a quick quarterback, fast quarterback, you actually really enjoy it. Okay, this is the play I was talking about. So you remember I got beat by it before? So I cross-man AJ Boye, who basically looks like a golden ticket on my team. He's 99 pretty much across the board. And did you see how clamped Randy Moss was on that? And then he threw it too. So absolutely amazing. That deep cross-man just is so good against that. The Pat Sale route, I don't trust it as much. I usually just cover that myself. But yeah, that was great. This was not so great. So I had a touchdown, a 12-point touchdown, I think. On the comeback route, it was manned up. I was going to hit Odell, and I get hit as I'm throwing it. So there's a little bit of my fault. I've had a couple plays like that. Gunslinger probably comes in handy. I just hate hitting my O-line, so that's unfortunate. He did get us in a 3rd and 24, but I was expecting protect the stick, so I just left that curl. Well, I put that curl on the field. I did not make him go all the way to first down because I figured let's go ahead and try to pick up 15 yards and make this manageable. So I really think I made a great call there doing that. Now we got a 4th and 8, and Odell again, really, really tight window. You see, there's only 3 minutes left in this game. We needed that, and Odell does indeed catch it. So we got a 1st and 10. We go with the draw. We are on conservative. So just, we're not going to spin, we're not going to juke or anything like that. We're just going to go ahead and Deshaun Watson on conservative. Still really good. People always want to hit stick the quarterback, so I feel very good about that. This guy makes a gorgeous throw here. Pretty easy read, honestly, if I don't get far enough back. It's a very easy read, but obviously a good throw there. I didn't get far enough back, but this is the very first time I ran crossfire. I haven't run it at all. I don't even remember how to run exactly. And you see us, look at that. That was so pretty. That was about as perfect of a lurk. I mean, I know it's me. I guess I shouldn't say that about myself, but I really thought that was a great lurk. First time I ran it, I knew he knew I was sitting pressure, so he knew he had to get rid of it fast. So if I just made a good play like that, I'll be able to lurk it. And there you see Shannon Sharp. What are you doing? So it sets up this 4th and 5. The game is not over. And we go ahead and throw him with a hitch route with a playmaker. We have not done that all game, as well as the crossfire. We switch it up, and it was open, but he did use it about as well as he can. I definitely could have dropped it, but we get the win. So we're off to, I think that's 3-0 there. Yeah, 3-0. So we're doing all right. We still got 3 more to go, though. It's definitely not, sometimes you face people like this that are runners. This guy we knew as a runner pretty early on, just running halfback dive. That's what, if you see somebody come out in 3 tight ends and just run halfback dive for the first couple plays, you're going to have to just deal with it with the way that Madden is playing right now. 3rd and goal from the 7, he's running. Of course he's running, and he gets the most wonderful animation to set up an easier 4th down, which is so frustrating. And what's crazy is I actually have this played. I don't even get blocked, but I ran into it. It didn't animate at all, and I wasn't able to get out there. So quickly, didn't even have to pass the ball, and he has that lead. But we go ahead and hit Odell. No, we don't, because for whatever reason I didn't animate or something. I don't know what that was. But 4th and 8 though, we got a naked, and we go ahead and hit that. So this is definitely my favorite play. I'm really liking putting that post route on Odell and hitting him sometimes on that backside post and sometimes not. All right, here you see it, the post right there, right up the middle for a touchdown. So I want to air it out. The game, if you face a runner, it's sometimes frustrating. You might just want to quit. You see us cross man doing everything we can to stop the run, which we actually do quite well after that first drive. But I'm an air it out type of guy. I want to throw it, and so this run meta right now, because the game is kind of broken with the broken tackles and falling forward every time, it doesn't set up for a great online meta, but you see this completely clamped. He can't pass the ball, so that's fantastic. We feel like we're in a great spot. Unfortunately, 3rd and goal here. We high point there, and for whatever reason, I touch passed. I did that, I think, later on, too. I don't know what I'm doing with I haven't played in a while, but let's blame it on that. Sure. We go ahead and get the sack there. But we do have a 10-7 lead. We took the field goal because we know if we can get ahead on this guy, we are going, and he did punt us the ball, too. We know that we're going to be pretty good, and the QB draw is so good, especially against people running shed D. That's why I love the formation. That's probably the big reason why. There's a few really good plays in it, but the QB draw really just tops it off with how well it plays. He gives us the touchdown there. Unfortunately, not a 12-point touchdown, but really, really fun, of course. I mean, I love running QB draw. I think it's fun. We get a lurk here. But when we were ahead, these types of plays, when you get ahead of these players who are runners, you really feel good about, how this game's going to go. We go ahead and hit Odell. Easy dot there. Couldn't have been incomplete. His safety could have played that a little bit better. If you notice a little bit of lag as well, stutter, I think it's starting to do it. I don't know why it does it on my stream sometimes. Somebody pointed out on my stream, thank you very much, so it doesn't last too much longer. But it does last actually like a game and a half, I think it was. I'm like, how did nobody notice this? A little bit of a stutter. I guess people are very kind, and they're like, they're fine. Just enjoy hanging out. But yeah, we go ahead and hit. We have A. We could have hit. I thought about it, but then it's like too late. I'm like, I'm going to throw a pick. So we go ahead and scramble with Deshaun, but stupid me doesn't get the first. And then we got a perfect throw, and we didn't want to take a hit stick. I almost cut this out. I'm not going to lie. I almost cut that out because it's so bad. But I gotta show it because it was just terrible. But we go ahead and hit. This is the very first time we throw crossfire at him, and we lurk again. So we ran crossfire twice in this first 4 games, and both times we had lurks. So we lurk him. He goes ahead and quit. I don't know if I'm even doing it right. All I'm doing is like I don't know, slide right and then send 6, but I don't know. That's what I'm doing. And then we face a Colts fan, which of course I want to win this game. But my defense, the multiple defense, all I'm doing is, again, 4-3 odd, audibling to 4-3 normal. You see A's naked, 4-3 normal, and then, yeah, that was obviously beautiful, my Michael Thomas, and then just crash up. That's pretty much how Shed D works, right? But it is susceptible to runs. Obviously, the QB draw is really good against it. There is like vulnerabilities that you have to watch out for. So, of course, I'm not going to do that all the time, especially if I'm facing a runner. I'm going to do some other things. But it is, I mean, if you face it, you'll know, like, when people are looping around, only sending 3, that can be very frustrating. Great lurk by him, actually. He tried to, he actually attacked my O-line to try to get somebody to come off the edge, and then backed off and actually got the lurk, which I didn't even see him. So absolutely fantastic. You see the cross man there, really pretty much locked up, and Boye, I think the cross man helps a little bit there, able to get over there. I don't know, maybe slow him down a little bit. And Boye, again, made so many plays in this, for sure. And then his user messes up, and we hit A for an easy touchdown. Michael Thomas is so good. He is so good. I can't wait till he gets another card, because I love his card now, and I know he's not the best wide receiver in the game, but he's obviously very, very good. Second and 10 here. Boye again. This is basically a golden ticket. This guy is picking left and right. I think we're 5-0 at this point. He didn't have a clear out route there, so that's just a mistake. Like, you can't do that without the clear out route. The safety's going to be able to make the play. Unfortunately, we get hit again, which has happened a few times, and I think it happens again in this game. It's just, maybe Gunslinger is the move. I just hate hitting my O-line so much. It's so frustrating. But we do get him in a 4th and 8, and he goes ahead and just lobs it up. Thankfully, incomplete. I did not, I went for the pick just because I didn't want it to be caught, but definitely could have gotten in trouble there. And then we touch pass. So this is kind of what happened in the red zone as well. Before to Hopkins, I touch pass, meaning to not obviously touch pass. I would never want to touch pass there. Low point, and I think I might have tapped it too early or something. Like I hit the button and then I hit it again with the low point, so it was a touch pass instead of a low point. So it's just a little sloppy on the sticks, but, you know, not exactly what we want. But this is the play we were trying before. We have more room there with the post route. A little sloppy to start this game, but we're only down 7. You know, we're not feeling great because this is the 6th game, but we know that if we just make good reads like this one, look at that dot right there, down to the 11, and now this can be a 12-point play. That's what I'm thinking, touchdown, because if we score between the 10 and 20, we get 12 points, and he doesn't play Y. Easy high point, touchdown, and we got 12 points just like that. Now I'm feeling very good because we also get the ball coming out of the game, second half. So we're in a really, really great spot here, 13-7. We really just gotta, you know, just make sure we don't give up touchdowns, especially 12-point touchdowns. That would be terrible. We lurk him there. Obviously, a lot of lurks. We've been having a pretty solid user lately. We QB draw in the first play to set up the second, just so we can get to the 20. We high point to Odell, and Odell, we just picked him up in the last video, making the touchdown grab there for another 12-point touchdown. And just like that, it went from 7-0 with a really unlucky play to 26-7, and then we get the ball to start the third quarter. And look at Le'Veon Bell blocking downfield. Tell me that was not ridiculous. Absolutely incredible blocking. Probably a little too good, honestly. Guy could not get off the block. 32-7. What a turnaround. I mean, we had some unlucky plays, but we go ahead. We got hit a couple times, and for whatever, you know, just really unlucky. But we do get the 6-0 to set up the packs there, which, again, are not necessarily the best rewards out there. But I still think it's worth it. If you can go 6-0, you get 20 trophies, which I think alone is worth it. But let's go ahead and see what we go ahead and pull here. 87 plus topper, and if we get a 89. Mike Allstott selling for, I think, about 23K. So I think I already sold it for about 23K. So there's that. But we do get this Ultimate Legends Fantasy Pack. Again, I think is 120K value here. I was kind of excited there. 85 overall. I've never pulled in Football Outsiders. I don't open up packs. A Team of the Week, 80 overall. Let's go. We get another Elite 80, Jake Ryan. And finally, another Football Outsiders. This one being an 87. So obviously we'll snag all the Elites, all of them. And then the 78, I think, is what we grabbed there. And then the second round, I was excited about that. I'm like, oh, this is great. No, it's a Marcus Williams, 88 overall. That was very much not great. Emmanuel Sanders, no thank you. A Mike Allstott, 88. Again, all duds. And finally, the big one, we get an 89 Kellen Winslow, which we'll go ahead and grab him as well, another 23K. So really not too much altogether, with the 40, we made over 100K with 6 games, which is, 20 trophies as well. I personally say that's worth it, especially the trophies. Like, why would you, if you need the trophies, which I feel like they're decently valuable. They do give them out pretty easily, but still, 20 trophies for 6 games. If you're able to do it in a couple hours, if you're a pretty solid player, you should be able to do that. I personally think it is worth it, but it is a letdown compared to previous house rules events, which I'm not really sure why they would, if you're going to start high, it's kind of like as a teacher, you can't like have like these be all loose and not have any rules, and then after it's all a mess and everybody goes crazy, then you're like, okay, now we're going to be strict. We're going to lay down the law. Now you got to start slow, you got to be strict, this is what you get, and then you can make, you get people happy, excited when you see better rewards. You got to build them up. Did that even make any sense? Not really, but I think in Madden's sake, I think it does make sense. They started really great, and then now they're getting worse with this week, and it's like, okay, why did we got our hopes up a little bit, but it's still really good rewards. Still would recommend. It is head to head, which I enjoy generally, though the game's maybe not in the best spot right now, more than playing against the CPU. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy our 6-0 run. Hopefully you're able to go 6-0, and if you pull anything crazy, let me know down in the comments. Subscribe if you're new. Like the video if you enjoyed, and that's all I got. ChewbaccaLemma.